See my buddy Howard Stern. We're here to talk about everything, and maybe about my new CD, Classic Songs My Way. We'll just see how the language flows, whether it's a benefit or not. But it's good to be here again.
Excellent. Last time you guys got along very well, so it should be another good appearance today.
Who knows? You have no expectations in life, but the vibe between us has always been very good. We'll see how it goes.
All right, we'll see you inside, Mr. Anka.
Thank you.
Paul Anka is a guy. Do you know this guy's had 38 top or number one songs on the charts?
38. Which is it? Top 10 hits or number one
Paul
songs?
Anka had 38.
Hi there.
38 top 40 songs.
All right.
Hey, Paul, what was it like in the old days? You know, back when when the Copa was really happening.
And Henry Hill would be up front.
And Henry Hill would be up front. All these mob guys.
Well, Friday night you had all the girlfriends, right? With the same guys, and then you see the same guys with the wives on Saturday night, and they look so miserable.
And if you fucked up, and said, "Oh, hey, great, I saw you here last night,"
you fucked up.
You fucked up. You're dead.
No, I'll never forget. One night I was in there. Right, I was a kid, and I go in, and I'm watching Sammy Davis Jr., who was a buddy and I admired. So Sammy's up there singing, and he got the spot on him, and he goes, "Sometimes I feel like a motherless child." And 3 tables over, they had round tables. There were 2 cats there, and one guy goes, "And you look like one." Now the lights go out. You heard. The guys took him out. There was another table and a couple sitting there within 1 minute.
Wow.
That fast.
Wow.
So you don't heckle. What?
You don't heckle.
You don't
kick
mess
them out.
up the show.
You don't heckle. You schmeckle. You're out of there.
Do you miss those days?
Do I miss them? No, they were like an education for me. But I'm a guy thinking today and tomorrow. I only miss them in terms of the kind of world that it was.
Is life better for you now? Is life better for you now?
Oh, absolutely.
You're an accomplished man. You've done it all in the music business. Blah 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 blah.
Much so. I like the fact that it was a different kind of place to learn in, and you could fail and find out what you were about. Today,
there's no place like that.
No place you can fail in.
Yeah,
I feel for these young kids.
I hear. Yeah, it's hard to make it in the music business. You got to go on American Idol now, right?
That's right.
It's tough. You watch that show?
Yeah, I've been on it a couple of times. I just did Canadian Idol. I mean, it's great. You see an eclectic array of music now and then, and it's okay.
You wrote 38 top 40 songs?
Uh-huh.
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
That's an unbelievable accomplishment, huh?
Thank you.
I mean, really is.
Yeah,
38
well,
top
50
40
years, you got to, if you're around 50 years, ultimately the odds are with you that you'll do that.
There's a lot of dudes who have been around 50 years.
Yeah, who else can say that?
I don't know.
That's not easy.
Yeah, but it was, it's gone by so quickly. The last time I was with you, I got a lot of calls about doing a book.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a book for St. Martin's.
Oh, you are?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm writing it.
You're
right
going to
now.
write everything down there? You're going to write about when Johnny got pushed down the steps?
Oh, that's in for sure.
Last time Paul was on, it was unbelievable. He told us stuff. First of all, he told us he saw Frank Sinatra naked, and then he had a big dick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a lie.
I know.
Yeah, but
that's a good
I
story.
just don't remember that.
Next to
Some of
Milton
those
Berle.
things don't stay with me.
No kidding.
How?
Yeah, Milton Berle.
Well, compared to Milton Berle, what was he like? I mean, like he was like half of Milton, or what?
Milton Berle was about 4 inches longer, and Guy Marks. Those were the 2 guys.
Wow.
Did you really see Milton Berle's penis?
Yeah, oh yeah.
How do you see that?
Well, you're in the steam room. There's nowhere else to hang. After the shows, you all went into the steam room. And you had Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy. We all had our own robes. You'd eat in there after the show. You were there till 5 in the morning. Jay Sebring would come in, give us all haircuts. That was the hang.
Why did Why did everyone hang in the steam room, though?
That was it, because that's where the fun was.
Were the
But
chicks
you're all
in there?
naked?
Oh, yeah. They were
Together?
Of course.
Yeah. And there were chicks in there?
Yeah, they would come in now and then. Absolutely.
Would you be embarrassed for the other guys to see your penis if it wasn't as big as Frank's or?
And Sammy was
like, I don't
nothing
know.
to speak
Well, I
of?
wasn't embarrassed.
You got a nice sized penis.
I hung in there. Excuse the expression.
Were the guys in there? Were there famous guys who'd walk in and hang with you guys in the steam room, and afterwards you guys go, "Hey, that guy's a needle dick." Were there guys like that?
Yeah, there were a couple of pathetics.
Who were the pathetics?
Those I don't remember.
But guys will look. I mean, you do make a comment, right?
Yeah,
here
well, I
and there.
remember the 3 I told you. Frank was hung.
Frank was a big guy.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
But Sammy Davis Jr., he had nothing to impress you?
No. Sammy was all right. I mean, I don't know the detail. These aren't the kind of things I reminisce about.
Sammy held his own.
Until I come on this show. Well, he held it now and then. It depended.
Sammy was hung young for a Jewish guy, right?
No.
So you guys would hang out in the steam room, and there were broads in the steam room,
Yeah,
right?
Frank would have girls come in every now and then. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Now, were acts being performed? Was this like a wild sex scene in there?
There were little rooms and massage rooms and what
really?
have you. And then, listen, I wasn't there all the time, obviously, but it was notorious because it was.
So let me get it straight, though. You're sitting in the steam room.
Yeah.
Then the broads come in.
Later.
You guys are all sitting around. You're talking showbiz and bullshitting. All of a sudden, a couple girls come in.
Right.
They're nude, too, in the steam room. You guys are
Of
nude. The
course.
girls are nude. And then you guys get hard-ons, though. But you don't want to get a hard-on in front of Frank.
Well,
and the boys.
I never got in any of that scene with Sinatra and those guys. They would come in and they'd disappear. I mean, you got to remember, there's a lot of other rooms or what have you.
Right.
So that was never my thing. That were the gangbang is going on with Frank.
No,
and
not
the guys.
gangbangs.
Yeah.
Were there gangbangs with Frank?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Listen, you did what Frank told you. Frank was the guy. If he said, "Let's go to dinner," you brought your passport. You never knew what was going on with him.
Yeah.
Was that nervous? Did that kind of just make you feel? I mean, you're a man who's accomplished a lot in your life. I mean, why is everyone bowing
Yeah,
to
why
Frank?
is it Frank
Well, no,
is
you
the
have
guy?
to remember.
Yeah.
I was
why
much
is Frank the
younger.
guy? Yeah.
I was much younger. Okay,
Yeah.
now you have to remember that rock music, pop music was in its infancy stage back then.
Right,
Okay,
right.
So all you had to emulate and look at were these guys. Whether it was Darren and I, we'd look up to these guys called the Rat Pack. There was nothing else that existed.
They
Vegas,
were the scene.
That was the thing.
Right.
So when you got around them, I mean, you felt that aura. He was the guy because the way that this guy sang and what he represented was intimidating. I mean,
Right.
you have to think that he was the only guy that got up and stood in front of a swing orchestra. Everyone else came second. He knew how to do it.
But he abused his power. I mean, sometimes he would be downright nasty to you
well, a
dudes.
lot of people do. He was never like that with me.
No,
No,
but
he
other
did it
people.
to Sammy. He did it to other people. But he was a man's man, and if he liked you and he was your friend,
But why did Sammy put up with the bullshit? I mean, Sammy was an accomplished guy.
it's Sammy. He protected Sammy. Let me tell you something. He stood by everything that Sammy fought for, and this guy came in.
But how could he be cruel to Sammy? Sammy, what, black jokes and stuff?
When Frank started drinking, and if you didn't go his way on certain things, he became mean. That was.
But it's
what it
weird.
was.
He always stood up for civil rights and all that stuff. But was he calling Sammy the N-word and all that kind of stuff?
No,
Never.
no. Sammy's name on the robe was what the hell was Sammy's? I was the kid, the day Smokey the Bear. That's
Sammy
about
was
it.
Smokey the Bear?
Smokey the
Well,
Bear.
that's not an insult.
No, of course it isn't. But I've never heard him insult Sammy in any way like that.
It was more personal. It was man to man
Absolutely.
as
Yeah.
opposed to.
Yeah, Frank was a
being
good
racial.
guy. He was a stand-up
See, I
guy.
think you got a good book in you, that Johnny Carson story where the mob threw him down the
Well,
steps.
you threw me in. Yeah, that was just a quickie. I was listening to you outside, and I thought of a story when I heard the porno stuff. I was working the Fontainebleau, and the guys were involved in a way, but they had a guy, you may remember this. Remember Ben Novak? Does that
No,
name ring a bell?
no.
Benny Novak was a guy that ran the Fontainebleau when Miami was the thing, okay?
Right.
But he'd always come around and be a pain in the ass when he wanted to get involved because, the girls were coming around and screaming. He wanted to hang with us, but he was kind of like a nebbish kind of guy.
Right.
But he was the boss of the hotel.
So you let him hang with you.
No, but we didn't want him to hang. So he
Right.
always wanted in on the action. But ultimately, what would happen when you'd play there for about $25,000 a week, he'd charge you $50,000 for food. So we all got real pissed off at this guy.
Right.
So finally, one day I said, we got to do something to him because I believe that humor is the final refuge of sanity.
That's right.
So I got this porno tape on an old tape machine and I put it in a bedroom. And I had a couple of guys who were shills. I said, Ben, come on up. We've got some great action. I know you want to get into this. He said, yeah, I'm coming right up. Now, Ben would travel with a little Moroccan guy named Boo, who was about 4'8", and a dog, because Ben couldn't hear. He had like a hearing aid all the time. And he ran the joint. So I said, Ben, get in here. So he comes into the room. You hear the porno screaming in the other room. And I said, take your clothes off because when it's finished, you're in next. He sits down. Now he's got his clothes off. He's holding the hearing aid. The damn dog is doing what he's told, and Boo is kissing his ass because he works for him
Right.
from Morocco. So they're sitting in the chair, and you can hear in the next room, whip me. Now Ben's getting excited.
Oh, no.
He's got a hard on.
Now I got the shill. I said, the shill runs out of the room. Oh, that was great. I said, Ben, you're next. He runs in.
Yeah.
The dog after him and Boo. And there was the tape machine.
So you guys are always screwing with each other.
Yeah.
You love that.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I love pranks. Yeah.
But
a lot of my book will be a lot of pranks.
You're going to talk about when Frank Sinatra got his teeth knocked out by that guy?
I was there.
You were there.
I told you the
Who
story.
would knock out Frank Sinatra's teeth, though? That's crazy.
Carl Cohen.
He did it.
He must have been connected or
Well,
something.
you have to realize that when the transition went from the guys that ran the place to Howard Hughes, it became very corporate.
Mm-hmm.
And Cohen was a wonderful man. I mean, this guy was the salt of the earth. I never saw him raise his voice, and he was always there for me. You shook his hand, etc. When Frank started to get uppity because they wouldn't give him chips to play, he called up Jimmy Blue Eyes, who was the connection guy in New York. And Jimmy Blue Eyes said, Frank, you got to calm down. It's a different scene. You know, don't get excited. We'll work it out.
Right.
Well, Frank didn't, and he drank a lot. So we're sitting in the lounge, as I think I told you last time. And he then got up on the blackjack table, and he started saying, I made this fucking place, and it'll be sand when I'm done with it. Well, they called Carl, and at 1-ish in the morning, he comes over in a robe because all the guys lived in the little places. And he was over in the coffee shop, and Jilly Rizzo, who had Jilly's here.
Who was Frank Sinatra's guy.
Bodyguard friend, and a good guy. And he said, come on, kid, we're going to take Frank over. Carl wants to see him. So we walked from the casino over into the coffee shop, and Carl,
I like that it's always a bunch of guys. It's never like one
Frank's
guy.
never alone.
Yeah, it's always it's always all everyone's
always it's always it's a hang, a lot of guys.
Right.
So we walk in, there's three of us. Carl is sitting over at a round table with a robe and a pot of coffee at 1 in the morning, and Frank walks in blasted, and he goes over to the table, and Carl says, Frank, we can't do this. You're taking the chips. You're not giving back the money. We can't do blah, 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 blah. Sinatra looks at him and said, you fat Jew bastard. And he picks up the tablecloth and spills the coffee over Carl.
Hot coffee.
Carl gets up and hits him right in the mouth, and the chiclets go flying all over the floor.
Wow.
So they bring in a jet, and they put him on the plane, and they send him back to, I think, Epstein or one of the guys. They fixed his teeth. We never went back to the Sands. We went to Caesars.
And Frank didn't call any of his friends and say, hey, take care of this guy and make sure that he gets
No. There was a lot of people that were happy it happened.
Because he was out of control.
They applauded Carl for it, and they warned him, don't you even try to do anything to Carl Cohen.
Wow. And the fact of the matter is that Frank Sinatra never returned to work for Carl Cohen again.
We went to Caesars.
All of you had to go.
Well, we didn't have to go.
But
Frank chose
to
went.
go.
Yeah,
right.
I was there when Sandy Waterman pulled a gun on him at Caesars.
Really?
Oh, yeah, right in the middle of the casino.
Well, he must have been out of control, Frank.
Well,
I mean,
when he
he's
drank,
not,
like anybody that drank, he
But
had
he's
his
manly.
moments. He was very much a man.
But it's fun, right?
I'll tell you a story about Caesars you may enjoy. I was working at the Sands, and a guy named Nate Jacobson, who was in the insurance business, they built Caesars Palace. There are two guys, Jerry Zarowitz and a guy from Circus, and this Nate Jacobson. And they would call me and say, we want to give you 5% of Caesars if you'll open the place. And the guys I were working for over at the Sands, they would keep saying to me, you'll never see a high rise in Vegas. Nobody wants to go up an elevator. And plus, if you got a gaming license, you know, the government started looking at you, and I didn't want to get in any of that.
They would have given you 5%?
5% of Caesars.
Oh, my God.
You turned this down?
Yeah, but
Are you
now I go.
crazy?
Here's the punch. I turn it down and I go to Italy because I'd started living there earlier than that, and I had a whole career over there singing in Italian. And this Nate Jacobson comes over with a decorator, and we're in a limousine, and he's trying to convince me in Rome why I should take this deal. Now we're driving through Rome. He's got this decorator builder with the plans for Caesar's Palace, and we're driving through Rome, and I'm saying no. And he's looking around to the decorator designer, and he says to him, I want 8 of those statues with heads. I want 5 of them with legs. 9 of those with arms. I mean, they're rewriting history.
Right. It's unbelievable. Do you have nightmares that you turned down 5% of a hotel in Vegas?
That's a real
And I guess you turned it down
mega
because you wanted to do what Frank did, right? I mean, you didn't want to like branch out on your
they
own.
were at
Well, he was
Caesars.
already
They were
a
there.
part.
I can't believe you didn't do it. If Frank did it, why didn't you do it?
You know, Howard, in those days, you were either on that side or this side. I did not want to have the government come in, look at this. They looked under your toenails.
Right.
Did
I
you
was
have
clean.
stuff that...
Right, you're right.
Wait a minute.
He
But
didn't
you
want to
were
be in
clean.
business.
I didn't want to be in the gaming business. Not then. Now you can be.
Right. No, I understand now.
I
You're
see,
right. You're
I
right.
see.
Did you ever have to give up a girl to Frank? Did you ever meet a hot chick and you're there and you're like, and Frank
Or did you
sees her?
wait for Frank to select?
No, but
before
wait,
you even
no,
tried?
here's my question.
Yeah.
You're there in the room, Frank, blah, blah, blah. You see a chick, you're hitting it off with her. Frank says, hey, Sonny boy,
Right.
that's my broad.
Well,
Hey,
you
kid.
knew that anyway.
You did,
Yeah.
but-
What would happen? No, I never laid anybody off on Frank. If you were just hanging in the group, and let's say there was 30 and there was a party after, just to be in that room, everybody made out well.
Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
everybody.
But you let
supported
Frank
it.
choose first.
Absolutely.
See, that's the thing. He's the king.
No.
He gets the first pick, huh?
It's respect.
Hey, by the
Now,
way,
wait a minute. You must have made love to some famous women.
Oh, yeah, you got to put that in the book.
Well, those that I can, you know.
Who do you got?
Who you
Who you got?
I'm
Who you
not
coming
a-
clean on?
I'm not a talker.
Come on.
Come on.
No.
Who's the
come
best
on.
one you ever got?
I'm a gentleman.
Which one? What's the best you ever
I'm
had?
waiting for the book.
Who's the most? Just give me. Who's the most famous you ever had?
The most.
Marilyn Monroe.
No.
Ever banged her?
No.
Linda Ronstadt.
Didn't want
Linda Ronstadt. You go from Maryland to Linda Ronstadt?
Zazu Pitts.
Did you have Zazu Pitts? Who'd you have? Come on.
In the book.
Give me a name.
In the book.
Give me one
Come
goddamn
on.
name.
Tell
Make
us
some
somebody
names
you
here.
dated.
I ain't
Somebody.
doing it.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh,
Whoopi,
stop.
I'm
Mr.
seeing
Anka.
Whoopi on Thursday.
Are you doing The View?
I'm doing The View and I'm doing Whoopi on Thursday.
Her radio
morning.
show you're going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to sit and talk to her, and
Yeah.
hopefully she'll have something
You're
to say.
going to tell her the names and not us?
No, I would. You guys first all the time.
You ever do a black chick?
What?
You ever do a black chick?
I ain't talking.
What are you talking about?
It's
What
all
do
in
you
the
mean?
book. I'm saving it all for the
Don't
book.
be like
I
that.
can't believe you stole
All in
us.
the book.
This is bullshit.
The answer is yes.
It
It's
is
in
yes.
the book.
All right, I want to read that.
In the book.
Lola Valana.
So,
Oh, I know Lola. She was Sammy's girl. Yeah.
first of all, yeah, Sammy did her?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure.
So you couldn't go there. Like if Sammy's doing her, you can't
That
do
was
it.
Sammy's girl.
Was there a hierarchy? Like you didn't mess with the top guys, girls? Like Sammy, Dean?
Well, it's a rule of life anyway.
Yeah,
you
but
don't
I
do
mean,
that
you
to your
know.
friends.
You don't do that
Yeah,
to
what's
your
the matter with you,
friends.
Rob?
You
Come
can't
on,
I'm
do
come on.
sorry, I don't know the code of men.
Yeah, well, you know what? You better learn it. You've been hanging around with enough men.
Get with it, dame.
Damey. Hey, so wait a second. Congratulations are in order. Now, the
For?
last time I saw you,
Yeah.
you were divorced.
Right.
With no,
I'm divorced a while.
no. With no prenup. And you
Yeah.
got wiped out pretty good. I figured out that you
They
just
couldn't
from
get wiped
this
out.
man wrote that. Well, this man wrote the Tonight Show theme, and we figured out it made about 1.6 million for him, just the Tonight Show theme alone. And we were trying to
But
figure out
that's
how much the
1.
wife got.
That's 1.6 million. How often? That's like a yearly income from the Tonight Show theme or something?
No. That's
Well, I
1.
split it with Johnny. You got to remember this.
See, that's a bullshit fucking thing. I still am angry.
Yeah,
about
I
that.
remember. I heard you. Well, you know, you got to understand. First of all, when you're a kid, and you got another guy like Skitch Henderson who wants you off the show, and you're a writer. You know, I'd rather have a piece of something than nothing.
No, I understand.
He didn't muscle me for it.
Johnny should have done the right thing. Okay, in the beginning, whatever.
Yeah.
But later on, come on. Even in his will, he should have said, this song is Paul Anka's
But
song.
he had to make more than 1.6 million just from the just because it was used every night.
Paul Anka wrote the Tonight Show theme. He gave Johnny half the writing credit. Johnny was making enough money. He didn't need half the writing credit. It was
Right.
wrong, and I still
And
say
he
it
didn't
to
write
this
a
day.
line.
That's it. So,
Well, that
when
goes
you
on in our business. That's okay. I like sharing it. Hey, you know, money's like manure. You got to spread it around.
Hey, Bill, you're on the air with the great
So
Paul Anka.
how many of the 38 songs did the wife get?
There's 3 songs left. But wait, but what I was going to say is, that,
Yeah.
Bill, before I let you go,
Yeah.
so I hear you got married again.
No,
and
I'm not married.
You're
You're
not?
not?
But
No.
you had a baby?
I have a baby boy.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
But the broad was married, who you had the baby with.
No, she was coming out of a bad marriage and divorcing,
Right.
and then we've had the child, and he's 2 years old, and she's my woman, and we may get
Oh
married.
yeah, young broad.
Yeah, she's outside. If you want to
She
know,
was capable of having a baby.
she
I
already
saw a
has
good look.
child.
I saw a good-looking woman in the green room.
She
there.
She was
has,
your physical trainer.
She was my trainer, and
Look at
she's
you.
30,
You moved right in on that, huh?
35, and she had a child with another marriage that unfortunately didn't work out, and she was moving on in her life, and very respectfully, that was it. So we hooked up, we had a child together, and, you know, we've been together.
But the
2
husband,
years.
her husband, was giving you crap, saying you stole her away, right?
Well, what are they going to say? Nothing to do with it. I mean, there's more to it in terms of what happened in the marriage that's, you know, on paper that had nothing to do with her.
These
or not.
are some of
She
those
did the right thing.
claims that they
Well,
just
of
make.
course.
Yeah.
They all get hairy, you know.
Yeah.
The main thing is she did the right thing. It was not working out for her, and on she went.
How's so you get? What do you have? A gym in your house?
A small gym.
So she comes over, she trains you.
Yeah, she trains
Look
me.
at you.
Well, and went on the road. You know,
How do
went
you
on the
work
workout.
into?
You took her on the road.
Well, I take trainers on the road to work out.
Yeah.
Well, wait a
I
second.
work out.
So this is some attractive woman, I would imagine, if she's with Paul Anka.
You want to say
right?
hello to her?
Let me take a look at her.
Anna, come on.
Anna, come on
Bring
in.
Anna and say hello. Howard
Let me
wants
see
to.
this, Anna.
And Anna's leaving right after. There's no lift up your dress and do
She
your.
won't take her top off or anything?
No. This is a lady.
No
This is a
Sibian
lady.
ride,
Wait a
nothing.
minute.
Whoa.
Where is she?
Oh,
Say hello to Anna. There's Anna.
What is your name? Alana?
Anna.
Oh, yeah. Anna, how you doing, baby? I mean, Mrs. Anka. Or whatever.
Watch it, Howard.
Don't take off your top.
Okay.
You are a very attractive woman. You know that, right?
Try to.
Yeah. Oh, and you're foreign, too.
Swedish.
I am.
Swedish. You were born in Sweden.
Yeah,
And you are blonde and beautiful.
maybe.
Yeah. And you...
She wrote a book, Howard. She's going to be on your show. She's got a book coming out.
Okay, but let me understand something.
Sure.
So Paul Anka is one of your clients, right?
Yeah,
You come over to the gym, the personal gym, and you're in the house and you train.
yeah.
So what, you start putting the moves on you?
Yeah, the first time we saw, we just fell on the floor and said, "This is it. Let's do it."
No kidding. First training session.
Yeah.
That
of a
was the
bitch.
training?
It was love at first sight.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you go over look who he's hiring to train him.
I know. He needs an incentive to work out.
I got a guy training me.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So Paul.
Now be
Mr.
careful.
Anka,
You got to tell the truth. You don't want to start making stuff up with him.
So you get in the gym.
Yeah.
And he's hiring you to train you.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously he takes one look at you and he's interested. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
And then what does he say to you? He says, "Come on, baby, this is a little more than a training session, right?"
No, it wasn't like.
What did you say?
No, I think it
What's
was
he
like
say to you?
the third
Yeah,
visit.
actually, he did. He said, "Baby, I need you." And I said, "You know what? I'm going on vacation to Sweden, so let me think about it."
Oh, so you didn't do it right there on the floor.
You went
she
away.
was
You
going
ran
to
away.
Sweden. Yeah.
Right. So you go back to Sweden and
I
you
have my
say,
vacation, and he calls me every day. He said, "Are you coming back?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am coming back." And we met, and that was it.
now it could be annoying, like you're trying to train the guy and he's busy, he's getting aroused.
Oh no,
right?
no, we took
Yeah,
care
but
of
it was
business.
the stretching,
Yeah,
and it was
the
very.
stretching.
Oh, the stretching. Oh.
Stretching, stretching.
Was he aroused when you stretched him? I would be aroused
Oh,
working
yeah.
on it. Yeah, he was.
Putting
He
you
got
on now.
aroused. What do you mean putting you on?
Putting you on.
Were you aroused?
No, we were working. We worked that very seriously. Yeah, it wasn't like ho ho hum.
So how long before you guys start doing it? You know, in other words, you didn't go out on a date. You did it right there in the gym?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what
kidding.
to believe here.
In the gym. What, on one of the machines? Or
On the
where did he-
machines.
where
Which
did-
one?
where
Put
did-
him on.
the
Put him
yoga
on
mat.
line over
Where did
yoga
Mr.
mat.
Anka? Where did Mr. Anka take you?
The yoga mat.
The yoga mat. Look at you.
That's comfortable.
And there were no other people in the gym, I take it, because it's a
No.
private gym, right? It's
No,
it's
it's-
embarrassing to make love on a yoga
cook
mat.
walked in.
Listen, remember me in the steam room with Frank Sinatra?
Right.
Nothing is embarrassing.
Well, you are some catch.
Thank you.
No question about it. Now you got a kid with this man, and you're going to get married, you two, or what?
Boy, we have a nice, lovely boy named Ethan.
Now, what is the age spread on your kids? What's your oldest kid? And you
Well,
got
for
a
my
two-
previous marriage,
Yeah.
my oldest is around 41. My youngest is around 28.
And now
And
you got.
I have a young one that's 2 that I'm sharing diapers with. That's not true.
Wait a second. Can I ask you something? Though?
Yeah, like you won't. Yeah, go ahead.
Are you active? Be honest now.
Am I what?
Are you actively involved in raising the kid? I mean, you're at a point in your life. What? You're at a point in your life. You got to be a
she'll tell
little
you.
exhausted.
Well, of course,
Yes.
it's another chapter, but I'm so into this kid that I am active.
Yeah.
She'll tell you. I'm very involved with him.
Really?
Tell him.
Every day.
Yeah,
What does
I'm
he
there.
do?
They jump in the bed in the morning with us, and they have their formula, and we cuddle and watch TV, and they're with us all day long. And at night, he takes a shower with the kids, and
You shower with the kids.
Well,
Yeah,
my
give them
little boy
baths and
comes
all
in,
that.
and we bathe him, and we shower, we go for walks, we go to horses.
You're
we
nude with
ride
the kid
horses.
showering?
no T-shirt and
T-shirt and-
T-shirt.
underwear.
All right, all right.
Well, when her little girl's there, but with my boy, I can do whatever I want.
With the 41-year-old too, you're showering?
Yeah, he gets all
no,
the kids
the
in
other
there.
kids are gone already.
The other
What's
kids are
matter
out.
with
All
you?
right.
What's the- you think I have my
Now, did
Big shower.
commune
you
going
have
on
other
here?
celebrity clients that trained with you when you were?
Yeah, a lot of them.
And did a lot of them come on to you?
Yeah, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
it was not what I wanted to do, and I keep my work and private life separate.
I mean,
Except in this case.
In this
But
case, you
Paul
seem
was
to break.
different.
He was different.
Yeah.
So you had celebrity clients, and who were the celebrities that hit on you that were trying to get in your pants?
Most of them.
Most of all of them.
Are you not going to
Yeah,
give
I
us
would
any
say-
names?
No,
No.
she's not going to give you any.
Can I be honest with you? I would hit on you myself if you were trained.
You'd hit on a snake if they
You're
held it.
goddamn right I would. I mean, it's kind of hard. What, would you come over in a leotard to Mr. Anka's house?
Sweatsuit.
Sweatsuit,
Some
yeah.
top
well.
and some tight pants, though.
But in
Paul,
the
be
drapes,
honest,
she
really,
looks
Paul.
good.
Honestly, how do you make that move from?
How can I not be
No, but I mean, how do you make the move from like, okay, here's a woman in your
From
home, she's
client
working.
to-
How does one get into the pants of their personal trainer? That should be the.
Well, why does it matter? You got 3 guys already, big movie stars that hit on 3 waitresses. You
Right.
got George Clooney,
Right.
Mark Damon. They're people. It has
Right.
nothing to do with
But
their
what about you?
occupation is.
How did you make the move
Yeah,
from
we're asking about
Well,
you.
personal trainer
the point
to
is
lover?
you meet someone.
Yeah.
All of us walk through life, and you never know at any moment. You see somebody that you're attracted to.
Yes.
She walked in as a human being first, and I
Right.
was attracted to her.
How do you say to her, "I'm attracted to you"?
Yeah, do you wait? Do you say at the first moment she walks in? Or?
No, of course not. No, I think
be cool,
I
right?
think everybody kind of feels a vibe, and I think in time, whether it's after whatever, all in the right way, you communicate to someone, and if the attraction is there both ways, you know what it is. I'm not going to teach you guys what it is.
Mr. Anka, I don't mean any offense, but would you stretch me now? I mean, if you don't mind.
She can stretch you.
stretch
Wait out.
out. Yeah,
She can
that's
stretch you.
right.
It's not
But
a
you're not
problem.
doing that anymore. You're out of the business, I would take it, now that you're Mrs.
Yeah.
Paul Anka. Well, almost Mrs. Paul Anka. And are you putting pressure on him to marry you?
No.
Right. Now, I take it when you two became lovers, no
Mm.
rubbers were involved. That's how the baby was born, right?
Was,
I mean,
you planned this, or was
did you,
this...
did you pull out, Mr. Anka, or did you just...
He did, but I miscounted, and that's what happened.
She's not a great mathematician. Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
This happens.
Oh, I tell you, that's amazing. Well, that's very good. Will you get married again, Mr. Anka, or is it that you lost too much money? In
or
the
will you
first
do the
marriage?
prenup?
No, I would get married.
You do a
absolutely.
prenup, though, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
She,
Anna, you willing to?
she understands that. Yeah.
Yes, Anna, you understand that?
Yeah, only if there's a couple of million involved.
Smart girl. Well, a pleasure to meet you.
Same. Thank you so
lovely.
much.
Beautiful. Next time, please wear a dress. Thank you.
I will.
All right. Well, you are one lucky man, aren't you?
Yes.
Life's been good to you.
Now, did you didn't think a kid was coming along at this time in your life, did
No.
you?
No.
See, it's a surprise, Howard.
Oh, look at him. Look at the expression on his face. He's very surprised.
That's good with a personal trainer. They get right back into shape.
Oh,
too,
yeah,
after
look
that.
at her.
That's a beautiful girl. I mean,
Whip themselves back
She's a
in.
lovely girl, very good girl.
You're very
no, but
lucky.
once you have the child, and you know what? I don't know. Do you have children?
No.
Yeah, it's.
you wearing rubbers now?
You look at that child. You look at that child, and that's it. It's your whole life.
Mr. Anka,
And, yes,
are you
sir?
wearing rubbers now?
At this very moment? No, I have boots on with a rubber sole, as you can see.
No, but I mean, are you taking some sort of precaution to?
No.
You don't care.
No, I had a
That's
vasectomy
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
When did you do
After
that?
this one?
after I had the child.
Okay.
Well, how is it?
Great,
Because
Howard.
Howard
And what do they
is
do?
thinking about
Yeah,
it.
I want to do it. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of getting married. I'm getting married. I'm engaged.
Well, yeah, but you've got second thoughts. I hear you're getting.
No,
a little
no, no.
Oh, that's all bullshit.
No, I want to get married.
Yeah, well, you should. She seems like a very nice
She's a
girl.
great girl. I just,
Absolutely.
I want a vasectomy. I'm
you should.
afraid. Do you still
It's
get as
not-
much? Is there still as much ejaculate?
It's a non-event. You feel nothing.
Your balls
There's
are
nothing
injected.
to it. I was out cold. He could do what he wants till I wake up. I was out cold. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing. A non-event, and everything else works.
And you wake up and no pain.
Nothing. I'm
Nothing.
telling you. I wish it's like better than a
How
dentist.
long before you're back in commission?
Yeah.
5 days.
5 days
days.
back in the saddle.
Yeah.
Please, if I'm getting too personal, you can stop. The amount of ejaculation is just as much, or there's less.
I'm not that definitive in the detail.
Right,
All
you
I
don't
know
look at it?
it works. It
You
is-
feel fine?
Everything is cool.
Stuff comes
Nothing.
out.
Everything's cool.
Wow.
Back to normal.
Look at you.
Back to normal. I would suggest you really do it.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, don't
I
get
want
her
that.
on all
Otherwise, you'll be bouncing the 2-year-old. That's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going to happen.
I don't want that. I don't
You
want to
don't.
bounce a 2-year-old.
Then listen, you got to go for it. I'm telling you, Howard, there's nothing to it. Seriously. I mean, that stuff doesn't bother me anyway. You can put me under needles, all that stuff.
Yeah.
In today's world, and where they're so advanced in medicine, we are living in the greatest time in terms of the advantages to us in terms of medicine. They know
Right.
80% of what's going on in your body. They can get stuff done. Go for it. Do it. It's nothing.
I'm going to do it.
I'll
I'm gonna
pay
do it.
for it.
Thank you.
I'll send
That's
you-
what I was
I'll
really
send
He
you
hitting
doesn't
my
you.
want
God.
another Stern walking the earth.
Yeah, you don't want another Stern walking the earth.
Doesn't bother me.
You don't even care. But you know something? I always thought about this. When you wrote the song My Way for Frank Sinatra,
Yeah.
he should have blown you. I mean, that is some song.
That is a great
that was
song.
low on my list of what I wanted from Frank Sinatra.
I did it my way.
But you
But I
wrote
mean-
that. You saw him and you were inspired to write that. Was he the inspiration
no,
for the
he
song?
was. He'd always joked with me about writing for him. I wasn't going to give him Lonely Boy and all that bullshit.
Right.
So, so my friend Don Costa introduced him. He became his producer. So we were down in Miami. He's doing a movie. He calls me up. He says, "Kid, come on, have dinner." I go and have dinner with him. This is like '67. He said, "I'm quitting. I've had it." You know, because you go in his room with him, there were holes all over the wall because they were bugging him. So you have one guy on salary just putting new phones in.
Why
So
were
he
they
would-
bugging him? Because of mob stuff?
Mob guys. So he said, "Look, I've had it. I'm quitting, blah, blah, blah." So this really moved me because I said, "Sinatra leaving, ding, ding." I came back to New York where I was living. 1 o'clock in the morning, I started writing as if Frank Sinatra were writing the lyrics. So I started metaphorically with a "now, the end is near, final curtain." I finish it. I called him
How
up.
long does that take you to finish?
5 hours.
5 hours you wrote the entire song My Way?
Yeah.
Music came first or the lyrics?
Well, I had the music. It was a French melody, which
see.
I changed the whole vibe to it,
Right.
recreated the song.
And you said, hey.
I fly out to Vegas. I give him the demo record. I said, "Frank, here for your last album." He listened to it. I knew they liked it. 2 months later, I get a call. He's in a studio, puts the phone up, says, "Kid, listen to this." And they play me My Way for the first time. I started crying. 'Cause It was
Wow.
kind of a turning point, you know, for me as a writer, growing up.
You bet.
All of that. So I had no regrets about giving it away because he was the only guy to do it. You know,
How old were you when you wrote that?
My late 20s.
No kidding. That's a pretty sophisticated song to
Yeah,
write
for
for an
a
old
guy
guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Age group,
to be
yeah.
20.
To
I
me, it's
understand
one
it.
of the best songs ever written.
And a great performance.
Because
by
there's
Frank
only
Sinatra.
certain people who could sing it. Like, it's so self-congratulatory that Elvis, Frank Sinatra, like, not many people
Well,
can
I
get
tried to-
away
It's an
with
anthem.
it.
I
Yeah.
tried to talk Elvis out of doing it because when I was with him in Vegas, he would always, you know, I watched that transition because we were together in the early 60s, and then all of a sudden he comes to Vegas. He still looks like that god, that great voice, and then all of a sudden with every meeting at Caesars, this guy was like expanding out of his skin, and he'd sit there and, "Hey, Paulie, I'm going to do that song my way, Paulie." "Elvis, you don't want to do it. It's not your "No, man, it means so much to me." You know, he was so whacked out. It was a
Right,
shame.
yeah.
So finally, he does record it and does it on stage. And then I got it. It meant so much to him because of what he was going through. And we couldn't pull him out of it. He was just
So-
on that slope.
So you
when
knew Elvis too.
Yeah, he knows
yeah,
them all.
yeah,
So when Sinatra records his thing and he holds it up on the phone so you can hear it,
Yeah.
you start to cry. You're like, oh my God, this is great.
Yeah.
Do you know right away this is going to be not only a hit, but
But a
become
signature.
You
Right.
know it's special. Howard, none of us in the business, you know, there's those few times when you really sense a smash.
Right.
You know,
You know it.
you know it, but there's a lot of times where you do something professionally and you just don't know it. But that was one of the times where I knew it was something
How
special.
long before you wrote that thing, it all of a sudden now is a song on the radio? It's pretty instantaneous, right?
Probably about 2-3 months later. Yeah.
2-3 months later, and then it becomes like a #1 song.
Yeah, and he decides not to retire anymore.
Right.
So then I wrote the second song, "Let Me Try Again." Let me try again. He came back in the business.
Yeah, right. Well, fine. Let him keep coming
You
back.
know, my way is I know every word to that song, and I used to, when I worked on a port as a longshoreman, one of my jobs was I had for 10 hours you'd have to stand by an orange juice ship while it would unload into a truck, and to kill time I would sing My Way, and I knew like about 8 My Ways was another break.
Let's go to Tito. Tito in San Diego. Go ahead, quickly.
Oh my God, Howard, Mr. Anka, you have to be one of the best guests that Howard's ever had.
He's
Hey,
a
thanks,
wonderful
Tito. Thank you.
We love him.
By the way, Paul Anka put out an album of classic songs. My Way is in stores now, actually. The album is called My Way?
It's called Classic Songs My Way. I've got, it's kind of a paraphrase of Rock Swings, the other album. It has the Killers, Mr. Brightside. We got Cyndi Lauper stuff. We've got Bob Seger. So it's a take on all of those, you know, great songs redone in My Way. We've got Bon Jovi doing My Way.
Wow.
I got Michael Bublé singing "You're My Destiny." Sammy
Wow.
Davis doing "I'm Not Anyone."
You
It's not a
got on
duets
the album Bon Jovi is singing My Way.
Uh-huh.
Gary, bring me a copy of that immediately.
I
so
would
I can
love to
play
hear that, yeah.
Also see Paul Anka at the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut this Saturday and Sunday. What do you do? An hour, hour and a half?
Close to 2 hours.
Close to 2 hours. You go out there, you entertain the audience.
Yeah, that's what
Now
it's about.
Vegas isn't the same anymore, is it? There's no.
Not like it was.
You
no.
don't want to go out and hang out with Celine Dion, do you?
There's not.
Yeah, who
it's
would
not-
you
it's
hang with?
not-
Siegfried and Roy? I mean, there's nobody around. I mean, who's left?
Yeah, it's a different scene out there. It's all corporate. It's all so isolated. It's not like it was yesterday. I mean, it's a cool place to go to.
Yeah,
but
what do
it's
you got?
not what it
The
was.
group from Cirque Cirque du Soleil. You don't get to
The hookers have no honor.
Go ahead,
No
Marty.
honor,
Let's
the
buzz
hookers.
through.
They'll rip you right off.
Let's buzz through a couple of calls. Marty, go ahead.
Hey, Howard. Paul Anka is one of your best and funniest guests, and his stories are just awesome. You should. Do you ever think about giving him an hour on Sirius?
I'd give him an hour anytime he wants it. If he feels like doing that thing, I wouldn't insult him by. Do you want him to do an hour? I mean, you'll tell me if you ever want to do an hour.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right, that's all.
Yeah.
Jay,
Listen,
go
I
ahead.
have fun when I'm here. That's it. Man.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Jay, go ahead. You're on the air in
Jay.
Charleston, South Carolina. Go ahead.
I just want to say it's an honor to talk to such a coxman like Paul Anka.
He is a coxman.
I also want to know if he banged my mom. I don't know the timeline, but she worked for an accounting firm in L.A.
Yeah.
And she said that he would fly her out to Vegas on his private jet to come see shows and stuff like that. And my thought is, you're not going to pick up a broad in your private jet without banging her.
No. Sometimes you do. Who was she?
By the way, I have the same question. Did you bang my mom?
Did he ever fly your mama?
Yeah, a matter of time.
What was your mom's name, Jay?
Her name's Becky.
Becky. Who'd she work for?
I don't know the accounting firm. She said that one time you flew out to L.A. to just to sign some paperwork. And
well, I lived in Vegas, and you get back and forth. I had a Learjet, and I would fly, employees, people that worked for me, in to see shows. It's a nice thing to do because
you
it's
probably
a perk.
did bang his mom. Is your
I
mom
don't
good
know.
looking?
Yeah, she's hot.
Oh,
Did your mom?
She was back then, anyway.
What year was that?
I don't know the year. I'm sorry, I don't have all the details.
Well, how old are you?
Where is your mom?
My mom's in, she's in Charleston right now, but I'm 30.
Can you get her on the
Yeah,
phone?
we'll try to figure this out for
Paul
you.
Anka will tell you what she's like in bed.
I just tried to call her a few minutes ago, and I can't reach her.
Who knows? Maybe she blew you or something?
No, she's listening to the show and she ain't answering the phone.
You know what you do, Jay? Do me a favor. The next time Paul Anka's here, we'll get that lined up, get your mom on the phone, and we'll find out if Paul Anka did it. That's all.
All right, cool.
Have you asked your mom? Did your mom say yes or no?
She says they didn't, but I don't believe that.
Right. Paul Anka will tell you the truth.
Moms don't lie normally, man.
You might even be Paul Anka's son for all we know.
Hey, let me hear you sing.
Yeah. Mike, you're on the air in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Hey, Paul and Howard. I was just curious what Paul Anka thought of when Sid Vicious covered My Way back in the 70s.
Yeah,
What about
it was
that?
a little jolting, for that knee-jerk reaction. But after I got into it and realized that he was sincere about it, and he went in and got a jazz band in Paris, and I spoke to Jonesy about it, who was his guitar player. And then, everybody's got to be entitled to talk and say what they want, sing what they want.
Right.
So I let it go. At first, it was like riveting to the wall.
Right. You probably said, oh, this guy's goofing on my song as opposed to...
No, but that's what's great about that song. It could mean a different thing to all different generations. Like it's such a poignant thing.
Did you guys ever get into hard drugs?
No.
Just drinking?
Drinking.
A little coke?
And weed.
Weed?
No coke?
Yeah, he liked weed. Yeah.
Is that right? Frank
no
Sinatra
coke.
was into the weed.
Frank smoked weed?
No, but I'll tell you what. When I started in the 56, 57, here's where you start making your choices in life. Frankie Lyman, who was one of the talented kids. I mean, I loved Frankie. I would sit on a bus in a bathroom getting ready to go on, and he was shooting up the H.
Right.
And that's where you start looking at your life. Hey, come on, man. Frankie ain't good, ain't doing it. That's where you start to get that foundation of choice on what you do. And that just sucked him in. And he was one of the most talented kids I ever been around.
Did you know he had all the wives in different places?
Oh, I knew Zoe. I knew him with the platters. They were all my buddies. We knew what was going on.
Sinatra smoking weed might have been freaky if he was weird on drinking.
Well, we knew they smoked weed. Everybody smoked weed. You look at everything today and you go, it was
I can't
not like that
imagine
yesterday.
Frank Sinatra rolling a joint.
I bet you Frank tried coke. I bet you Frank tried coke.
Jilly rolled it.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I mean, I
not around you.
I wouldn't comment.
Yeah, he
I
seemed
never
more
saw
like
the
a coke guy to me.
Yeah,
no,
I could see him all hopped up.
Yeah, but weed was a hip musician thing in the 40s and 50s, so I'm sure he was exposed to that.
So you smoked
You
a little
couldn't
weed,
do
right?
drugs with Elvis,
Yeah,
though.
I've tried weed.
You smoked some weed.
I've tried weed.
Yeah.
Elvis was more into the pills and
Elvis was a mess.
all of that. Poor guy. I mean, his whole thing was kind of. I told you the last time. I mean, these girls would come in another room. He wanted to suck my fingers.
What kind of freak
Finger
is
and a
that?
toe guy,
Finger toe guy.
Oh,
You think he might have been gay? Honest to God.
I don't know.
He only was into
He never came on to you.
No. The only guy ever came on to me, I was a kid doing impressions. And I used to do Frankie Lane and Johnny Ray, because I wanted to start learning, hey, what was I going to do here? Entertain, what did I do? And I had my hit, Diana. I was flying to England, and on the plane, it's in my book, was a guy named Johnny Ray, who was the hugest.
Right.
I mean, you guys wouldn't even know who
I
he
know who
is.
Johnny Ray is.
I
Huge.
remember he had hit
Millions.
songs,
I mean, the
yeah.
lines around the street at the Copa forever. So I'm going, Johnny Ray, man, I did that song, Cry. But I walked over and I sat down on the plane with him. The stewardess took me over. You got to remember, I'm 16 years old.
Right.
So I'm sitting, oh, Mr. Ray, and we have your autograph. And I used to do invitations. And I've got my record. I said, I know, and it's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. So I'm rapping for about 10 minutes. All of a sudden, the hand goes over to like my left leg.
Oh.
I'm going, wait a minute, no, something wrong here, man. Cry,
shit.
walking my baby back home. I'm walking my ass back to my seat.
That was the
I
end
got
of
up, made a left turn, and that was it.
Yeah, you know, whenever a guy pays that much attention to you and talks to you for 10 minutes, you know something's wrong.
Yeah, probably it's a bad thing.
Well, I got to tell you,
Cool
Paul Anka's album, Classic Songs My Way, is in stores now. See Paul at the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut this Saturday and Sunday. For more information, you go to paulanka.com. He's got a bunch of good tunes on there.
He's got a 2-year-old kid.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened. It's hard selling CDs now. I mean, with the record business the way it is.
Oh, it's changing. Big
But
time.
in your, your fans still buy CDs.
Yeah,
don't they?
Yeah, mind. I mean, what it's going to evolve to, and even television, it's going to be no more. It's all into the whole downloading,
personal selection,
all that stuff,
yeah.
and it's going to be used differently. The infrastructure, record companies will be gone. There'll be no CDs, but there's so much volume. When everybody gets in the same room and agrees on the model, taking off again, big time. Yeah.
Paul Anka's album, get it now in stores, and don't forget the name of it, Classic Songs My Way. And then go over to Mohegan Sun. Be like the old days.
Borgata. Be in
Nice.
Borgata. Be down at Borgata.
Oh, that too?
Be down
very
in
nice.
November. Yeah, I have a long-term deal there. Be there in November.
And don't gamble.
I do gamble.
You know you get
I like
carried.
it.
Yeah, but you get carried away.
Well, I used to, not anymore, man.
Yeah, man. I gambled with you.
You were there with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he a high
I
roller?
sit down. I get a call from the pit boss. Mr. Paul Anka wants to gamble with you. I said, send him down here. It would be great. I'd love to meet Paul Anka.
What, are you at the $5 table?
No, I was like at a $25 table.
3 guys.
Yeah, with 3 guys, and I don't. He sits down, and me.
Helping
I
me.
don't play for a lot of money. I just have too much respect for the money.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's just too hard to come by. So you sit down. 3 hands later, he's down $10,000. He gets up, he walks away, didn't even say goodbye. I think he was disgusted with
Would
me.
you say goodbye to anybody?
No.
If you lost 10 grand?
You're not kidding.
You're a mush. You don't even exist.
I know. And I go, oh shit, I lost. I bet $12. And he's like, $12. And, I want to look like a big man. I put $25
You threw
on
down
it.
your chips.
Yeah, and I'm
$12.
like-
I'm
I've
outta
sat
here.
with guys I've seen lose $1 million.
I know.
Try walking out with them.
Unbelievable.
And the casino gives him a watch.
Yeah, right.
Have you
Yeah, we
slowed
have a
down
room
though?
for you.
Oh yeah,
A meal.
yeah. No. I set an amount and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
What's
no,
the
I
amount
don't
you
go
set,
nuts.
though?
What's the amount?
25 grand.
25 grand for the whole weekend. That's it.
That's it. I won't blow more. In the old days with
Yes.
Frank and those, it was insane. I'll tell you stories in my book. Do we have time?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was playing there, and I played till about 9 in the morning one night.
Blackjack?
I get blackjack, and I got the table spread. I got like 70,000 out there, one go, right?
You're turning Artie on. Go
So
ahead.
I'm
yeah.
really going and going and going. So finally, I walked away with some loot, and I go home. I had a home there at the time, and I had this doctor called John D. Fiore, real nice guy. And he'd come over and treat Sinatra and all of us, give us a little B12, spray our throat, because I'm up till 9 in the morning. I got to sing that night. So he walks in at 4.
I see you took your job very seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah, really dedicated
So,
to your craft.
no, I never blew the gig.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm sitting there. He comes to my
neither, by the way.
house. Comes to my house 4 o'clock, and he walks. He says, "I'm going to tell you a story." He said, "Were you gambling last night?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, this guy came into my office at 3 o'clock before I came over, and he's all stuffed up in his eyes, and he's like all kinds of mess." And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, "Well, he worked at Caesars, and he works up in the catwalk." Now, the catwalk, before the technology, these guys would walk on these planks and look through holes in the ceiling
To make sure you
at
weren't
guys
cheating.
to see who was playing, and they
Right.
were watching, right, all the players. And I said, well, the doctor said, well, I asked him, what were you doing? So they had me up till 9 in the morning watching this guy that was gambling because he was winning so much. We didn't know what was going on. So, and he said, all that dust and stuff. And he said, well, who was the guy? He said, Paul Anka.
So this guy's whole job was watching you, make sure
Right,
you
he's,
weren't
Yeah.
cheating.
he's
Oh, yeah.
dying up there because
But now
of
they
you.
have sophisticated
Well,
camera equipment and all
Howard,
that.
in those days, let me tell you something. Those guys were called mechanics, and they'd come in with a single deck when they had them.
Right.
And we were all so close and all knew each other, and we tipped like 2, 3, 4, 5,000 because we knew they had families. They weren't earning money. Atlantic City comes in. It was like a ghost town for a while. And we would have like a guy that we knew, a dealer who was a single deck guy. And they were known as mechanics that they would bring in on some guy that was winning a lot, and he could shuffle those cards any way he wanted.
Wow.
So I'd go, hit me, and he'd go, no, you don't want it.
Really? Those were the days to gamble. You had a little edge.
Well, in the beginning.
Now nobody gives you any help.
Nothing. You're lucky if they give you a drink.
I am always shocked that Frank Sinatra was so arrogant that he thought that the casino should give him free chips. And doesn't that take away the whole thrill? If they're giving you free chips, who the hell wants to gamble?
He wanted the winnings. He would have taken the winnings. He wasn't going to get that back
is money.
to the casino.
You get a guy that's worth $5 million. He's getting off on screwing you for $70,000.
That's right.
Trust me. Yeah, no. Yeah. They were messing around with the chips and all of that back then, and that's those days are gone.
What do you think of George Clooney and those guys trying to recreate the whole whack pack thing?
Nah,
fuck them.
That ain't it. That ain't it. It's nothing. I mean, it's nice and Jerry Weintraub's a great guy and an old friend, and he tried to recreate, but those guys don't know what the smell and the feel of that world is. You know, they
don't know how to operate.
They do this hang. But it ain't a hang.
Yeah. They don't go to the steam room and bang bras. They don't know what to do.
They seem like a bunch of nice guys, but
they probably sit
Ocean's 13. I was with Jerry.
They don't gamble till 9 in the morning. These guys. No.
They're lucky to spend 9 minutes.
That's right.
Right. They're sipping tea, not bourbon.
Yeah, they don't knock up chicks.
I don't know them well, so I can't really comment, but it doesn't entice me in any way.
Mark Damon never had a B12 shot at 9.
and his throat sprayed.
Hey, Paul Anka, you're the best, man, and we
you.
love you, and we wish you best of luck on the new album, Classic Songs My Way, in stores now. I encourage my audience to go out and support Paul Anka, get the album, check him out, and see him at the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut this Saturday and Sunday. And go to paulanka.com. You'll see all his dates, when he's playing the Borgata and everything else. And, listen. What can I say? It's always a home run when you're here.
Amen.
All right. Thank you. Paul Anka, everybody. We'll be back right after these words.
Where are we going?
Mr. Anka.
Are you ready, my dear?
That was excellent.
You're now a radio star.
Yes, she was great.
Mr. Anka.
So cool, man. I love it here.
He loves when you tell the stories from back in the day. He really.
Listen, he allows you to. He's a great interviewer.
So it doesn't get old for you telling those stories? You don't mind?
It's part of your life.
That's true.
It's fun.
Now, you brought Anna into the picture, too.
She's got some stories. We're going to have to shut her down.
Yeah. Were you cringing a little bit when he brought her in, or you knew he'd be okay?
I wanted him to bring her in. Did you hear me say bring her in?
Right, but when
she knew how to handle herself.
That's true. You did well in there, Anna.
Yeah, she put him on a little bit. Told a lot of lies.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping down.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate. On Monday's wrap-up show, we opened the envelopes where all our wives wrote down who they would bang and who they wouldn't bang. And there were a lot of surprises there. Turns out my wife would bang Sal. Turns out that Sal's wife wants to bang Doug Goodstein, which pisses Sal off because Doug's always busting his balls about it. And there was also a lot of talk about who our wives wouldn't bang. JD seemed to get a lot of votes for that. Here's what happened.
I guess your wife's envelope was the first one pulled today on who she would sleep with on staff, and the choice was Doug Goodstein, but this came as no surprise to you. Is that right?
Not at all. They flirt all the time.
Does that bother you?
No.
Why?
It seemed to bother you, for real.
Yeah.
It seemed to bother you.
You seemed a little irritated.
You were like...
It seemed to bother me because I told her he flirts with you a lot.
Right.
And then she picked him. Like, why would you pick... If I wanted to bang somebody, the last person I would pick publicly is the one that I wanted to bang.
Unless you wanted to irritate your wife.
Maybe she's doing that. I don't know. I got it.
And you said, but you also flirt with Doug's wife all the time.
Yes. Well, I think she flirts with me.
What do you mean?
When she sees me, she's the one. She approaches me. She gives me a big hug. She's happy to see me. She starts talking about all of Doug's problems, and we get along great.
But I love that that's your criteria for who likes you. It's not like she rubs my arm, or it's not like she tells me I'm good looking. Any woman that walks up and says her husband's a pain in the ass wants to fuck you?
No. But generally, when a woman does that, I think they're alluding to something.
That's a door opener?
I would say so.
Ronnie, is he off base here?
As far as what?
What we just talked about.
Like
I know what you're talking about, but what?
If a woman walks up to you and she's married, and she starts talking, oh, he drops all his clothes here and there. Do you think she's opening the door to?
No, not if she's talking about stuff like that. No.
It all depends how it's
If she's talking about how she's not getting laid and stuff, then I'd say yeah.
Is she talking about that too?
No, she hasn't. And I'm not saying that Marla wants to bang me. I'm not saying that, but. Generally, when a woman's bitching about her man, I don't know. That doesn't come off too good.
Do you think Mary wants to bang you?
Yes. She said it.
No, she didn't. She said, here's the thing.
She wrote it. It's a
listen to
prince.
me. Mary wants to bang you.
She
as
sure
much
does.
as Beth wants to bang me. Meaning, it's not that she wants to bang you. You were the least evil in the pool.
Beth wrote it down to be nice to you. Mary wrote it down because she means
Oh, were
it.
you there when she wrote it down? She just said, Mary goes, this thing is so stupid, I don't even know what to do. Even with the one for the, for the one you wouldn't want to be. She's like, I don't know what to write. And I think she probably heard JD on the air that morning talking about something gross with a chick.
Yeah, but I've spoken a lot grosser than JD. And
I know,
she still
but
wants
Mary's
to do
under
me.
some bizarre impression. You're absolutely right. She's under some bizarre impression that she spent some time with you.
Yes.
And that the person that wants to piss on grandmothers may not be real.
Oh, it's real.
I can't wait till she's a grandma. I'm going to piss all over her.
Nice.
I love Mary. Those big long legs. I just want her to suffocate me. Just suffocate. I want to be carried out in an ambulance with her juice all over my face.
Do you take this as a compliment, or does it?
He's just being goofy. He's trying to get under my skin.
No,
the way
he's
Doug-
not.
No, I'm not.
He wants to do those things, but he's saying that he's trying to get under my skin the way Doug was getting under his.
No way. I mean, I don't think I'm getting under Gary's skin. I think Gary does take it as a compliment. Mary is just so fucking sexy. I mean, I'd put her in a wheelchair. I
Wait,
would.
is that every girl's dream?
She'd be shitting blood for weeks one night with me.
Shooting blood.
Shitting blood.
Doug,
that explains it.
Squirting blood.
Mary, I love you. You're dynamite.
Doug Goodstein, you've been accused of flirting with not just Sal's wife, but a lot of the
No,
staff's
I wouldn't say a
wives.
lot. And I don't think the other person who, I think it's Will, I kid around with Will a little bit, and it's sort of a back and forth where he kids around about Marlo, I kid around about his wife.
You with each other or with the
each
wives?
other. Not with the wives, no.
So where's
The only wife I goof around with, and again, I don't flirt with her or do anything inappropriate ever, 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 is Sal's wife.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Why do I what?
Why do you flirt with her?
Oh, because, it started with him completely, like, being obsessed with Marlo. So he's obsessed with Marlo, and I say, oh, come here, I'm going to go hang out with your wife now.
Now, when you say completely obsessed with Marlo, what does he do? That
It's actually more than they're really good friends. They're like they don't hang out too much outside of
Unfortunately.
If they hang out at all,
but at parties and events for the show, I mean, they really hit it off. And remember, their relationship started by Sal calling my wife a cunt.
Yeah, we don't have
because
to bring
he
that
was
up.
jealous of her, or
that's how he got his wife.
Or construed it that she was blowing him off, but he was obviously obsessed at that point too.
I can say that Mary talks to Doug all the time, and Mary has never told me that she thinks he's flirting.
You can talk to, just call Sal's wife and ask her. I mean, ask Will's wife. It's never, ever anyone's wife. I'm very respectful.
Yeah, but you don't go to other guys here like Gary and say to him personally off the air, I want to bang your wife.
Yeah, but that's just a job, kidding around with you. And I don't do that too. I don't do that.
I can't wait for the Christmas party. I'm going to fuck your wife, buddy. I'm going to get her in the bath.
But Sal, it's a
but you do
two-way
it
street on
constantly.
Behind a dumpster, that kind of thing.
I do that on air.
Oh, so it's
Behind it.
I probably do it about
jumbo
once or
short ball.
twice a year, Sal, when I know I'm going to see your wife. And I do it just to kid around with you.
That's fine.
And you're a good sport with it, and you do
I
the
am.
same thing with Marlo. So that's why it's a two-way street. Don't make it like
I hope the lie becomes the truth.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
ready to swap.
It's not. And I was shocked. I said I was a little surprised that, what's your wife's name? Christine?
Yeah.
Picked me because, again, it's so innocent, and there's no flirtations that are like sexual. I don't have any conversations where I would try to hit on her or make hints that I like her. So when she picked me, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I'm actually a little surprised she picked me.
Were you surprised Lieberman's girlfriend picked you?
Not really.
Why not?
Because we hang out.
What? And there's something there, you think?
No.
I know you wouldn't do anything about it, but you guys get along well?
Yeah, I get along good with her.
Was John upset that?
I don't know. John gets upset about anything, so
What do you
maybe
mean?
he probably was upset.
What do you mean he gets upset about anything?
He gets upset about everything. Any little thing will turn his screw, man. I'm telling you.
You seem irritated.
I'm not irritated.
You seem
Why
irritated.
do you keep telling this is every day I'm in here? Maybe I shouldn't come in here.
No, I love when you come in, but you seem irritated.
I'm not irritated. You asked me a question. I answered. What do you want me to do? Dance for you? What do you want?
No, I don't want you to dance. But let's talk about these tips that you've been giving out, because there seems to be a well that never ends with those.
Well, that's my buddy over there.
He
great. winds me up.
First of all, let me tell you about Ronnie. I mean, none of this is rehearsed. None of this is written. I see Ronnie in the hallway. He goes, give me a few minutes. I'll be with you. I'll come out. I go, Ronnie, you ready? He goes, after the next break, got to do something for Howard. He goes, I'll be. And he walks in, and right off the top of his head, I mean, without missing a beat, no stuttering, no stumbling. The guy is just a computer full of sex tips. It's amazing.
Do you think it's fair to categorize you as a sexpert?
No.
Why not?
I'm goofing around. I mean, not that I'm goofing around. I mean, it's not shit that I haven't tried. I'll be honest with you. So
I just never heard of a woman referring to jizz as warm juice.
Why?
I don't
What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
It sounds better than jizz.
It does.
You did say that half a cup was a little bit of an exaggeration.
I was joking.
But
we were just talking about that before I came in here. I was talking to Fred about it, and we were saying a half a teaspoon seems like nothing. You know, I mean, this is what this guy is claiming. A half a teaspoon is what a normal load is. I mean, Sal, come on.
No way.
Right?
I could shower Mary. I could make it look like a glazed donut.
Yeah, I mean, you look at some of these porno fucking movies. I mean, forget about it. I mean, these guys drop loads. It's forget about it.
But is that you?
No, I'm not saying. Believe me, I'm telling you, it's more than a half a teaspoon.
You should go home tonight and try it.
Yeah, and I'll freeze
Jerk
it.
off into a spoon.
Yeah.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, I came in to talk about how Alyssa Milano called me a liar, that she was dying to meet Howard, which was so untrue. And I got very agitated about it because people started calling and saying I was stupid and dumb and I didn't know what I was talking about and calling me angry. And I went off on some people, so you better check it out and see what's going on.
Ronnie, I'm hoping you heard the beginning of our show. We were talking about. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What's the matter?
I heard about Alyssa Milano. She put something out on Twitter. Somebody told me.
Okay, here's what happened. Well, you told your story.
Yeah, I told my story. I told what I saw.
And then Alyssa Milano said basically it's completely untrue.
Okay,
Howard
good.
didn't see anything. So could you tell us exactly what happened?
I told it on the air this morning. Okay, every time Howard would come out of the room, she would jump back in the room. If she would be by the door, she had two guys with her. I never said she had security. I said she had two guys with her and one girl.
But do you think she saw Howard and jumped in the room, or you think it was just coincidence?
It didn't look like coincidence to me. I mean, if she's out there and she sees him, why wouldn't she say hello? Why would she run back in the room?
It could be one of those.
Her guys knew that I was standing there. He was in with Jimmy came in to talk to her, and then Jimmy came over and talked to me for like 5 minutes before he went in to talk to Howard about my Batman mustache. So he knew we were there.
Right.
Those two guys knew we were there. She had to know we were there. He walked past that room 4 times. Once when he came in, she was already there. Another time when he had to go to the bathroom, we walked right past her room again. When he went to makeup, and then when he came back off the show.
She could be one of those fans. I know people who've done this before who's such a huge fan that they're afraid to meet him.
Could be.
So send somebody over and say, listen, Melissa would really love to say hi.
And Alyssa.
Or whatever the hell her name is. At this point, I really don't care because now she's calling me a liar, but that's okay.
She's on the Mun shit list?
Yeah, who gives a shit? Let her come on and defend herself.
Well, you do.
You know where the Stern Show is Alyssa, Melissa, whatever your name is?
Why do you say it doesn't bug you? Of course it bugs you if
No,
somebody calls
because
you a
now
liar.
she's saying I'm a liar because you know, she wouldn't say hello to him. It's plain and simple.
So it bothers you.
No, I don't care that she wouldn't say hello to him, but don't call me a liar.
Why did Howard say that sometimes you make up things? And
when did he say that?
He said it today. He said when he heard that Alyssa Milano said, he said, well, sometimes Ronnie sees stuff or he thinks something's different than actually happened.
Usually what I see is right, unfortunately.
You were talking to Jimmy Fallon for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
What were you guys talking about?
About my Batman thing.
What do you have to say?
He liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I guess I'm making that up, too.
What was the other 4.5 minutes?
Nobody said that.
I don't know the exact... Dude, do you think I timed it? What do you mean, what were the other... What are you just talking about?
I think that when a host goes to talk to the guest, not a lot of times they're going to... I mean, you're a personality, but a lot of times they go to talk to the guest, not to the person who's outside with the guest.
Well, he stopped. I was outside the door, and he stopped to say hello to me. He just didn't just barge in, and he just stopped to say hello to me.
Did Howard have a good time doing the show?
I think he did. I think he was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
He always delivers on shows like that. Wouldn't you agree?
I like how he takes over the show.
Yeah.
He walks in, he takes over the show. Like, Jimmy kept telling him, sit down. Are you ever going to sit down? You know, he finally got him to sit down.
Bo in Maryland, welcome to the wrap-up show. Hey, Bo.
Hello?
Hey, Bo.
Hey, man, why is Ronnie always so pissed off at everybody? Ronnie's got a great life, and he sucks the life. Every time he comes in that room, he just sucks the life right out of it.
Yeah, man, I'm sucking it out right now.
I know you are.
I know.
Mistreat a cow pussy. You're always fucking bitching about
Cow pussy? What the hell is a cow pussy?
Mistreat a cow pussy. You're just ungrateful.
Where are you from,
world
man?
By the balls.
Where-
What?
I got the world by the balls. Okay.
Yeah, you got the great job, you got a great life, everything, and I've never
Okay.
seen somebody so pissed off at everybody for everything.
Okay. Ronnie, I'm sorry you're upset.
Would you say, as a general rule, would you classify yourself as a happy and upbeat person?
No. I'm fucking angry.
But why?
It's just me.
What do you have to be? What do you have to be angry about? You got a great girlfriend. You got a great job.
How do you know I have a great girlfriend?
Because I know your
'Cause you tell us.
girlfriend.
Oh, all right. Just I'm wondering
Seriously,
how,
you have a
wondering
great.
How you know?
You have a great job. You've got some notoriety. You're a TV star. Jimmy Fallon stopping to talk to you for 5 minutes.
So did Chris Rock.
Oh, okay. You're gonna one up me now?
No.
But Ronnie, did you notice that? I think what the guy is saying is that, as a general rule,
I want to know what cow pussy is.
I don't
That's
know what
I
that
wanna
is. As a general rule, when somebody asks you a question,
Yeah.
your inclination is to sort of lash out a little bit.
Yeah, but she's calling me a liar. Why?
No,
she
no,
call-
but even when somebody goes like, Ronnie, what's bothering you? Like, nothing. What's bothering you?
Yeah, exactly. What's bothering you? What makes you think something's bothering me?
Well,
That's just the way I am.
But clearly, you're giving.
Ask anybody in here. Like, ask this camera dude. I hate him, and he knows it.
Clearly, you give off
Right?
this vibe.
Yep.
You hate Dan?
No, but he thinks I do.
But Ronnie, clearly, you give off this air that you're angry at the person when they're just saying hello.
Yeah, but you see, like John, when you like question me in here,
Yeah.
you got that grin on your face. I know you're sticking a knife in my back all at the same time.
What grin? I'm just asking you questions.
Yeah,
the knife twisting.
it's the
grin.
way you ask them. It's just the way you do it, man.
When I say, Ronnie, what's bothering you?
Yeah, and there's that look again. There it is. There it is. There it is. There's that look, you know?
You're on to me, Ronnie. What can I say?
I know I'm on to you.
What'd you chat with Chris Rock about?
I didn't even know he was here. How's that? I went downstairs with Nick to put him in his car. And when I came back up, I walked in. There was a whole group of people in there. I didn't even notice to see who it was. I was coming back in, back into the studio. And I heard somebody say, "Hey, that's Ronnie, the limo driver." And I just kept walking. I didn't know who it was. And then I hear some guy yell, "Hey, Ronnie!" Like that, the top of his lungs. It was Chris. And I turned around, I came back out the door, and then, I was talking to him, and I said, "Well, why don't you come say hello?" And he said, "Well, I'm doing this movie thing." And I went and told Gary, and
then I went out.
Then Gary went out.
So why don't you come say hello?
Did Chris or the other guys who spotted you say anything about the mustache? Did
Yeah, they liked it. Chris liked it.
Sounds like you're getting great feedback on this, by the way.
Yeah, I guess.
Your hair must grow so fast because the bottom of the bottom part of Batman is already half and half.
It's almost around your chin.
In other words, it's
What do you
half,
mean half and half?
It's already half the original color and half the dyed color.
Oh, yeah, well, I've been washing a lot. I want the color.
But
to
I'm
come
saying there's a clear line, so you're not washing the line. It's just growing. You can see where it's growing in.
out. Okay, well, I want it to grow in so I can get it back to its normal color. And then I might leave it, and then
Maybe you should have your hair go to the beard color.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Kim in Pittsburgh, you're on the wrap-up show. Hi, Kim.
Hello. Hi. Sorry. I just wanted to say I don't want Ronnie screaming at me. Ronnie, please don't yell at me.
I'm not going to scream it because you're a girl. I don't scream at girls. I love girls. You know that.
Oh,
It's all about meeting girls.
Oh,
The hell with the guys.
but I do feel like the other caller said, like when you go in there, I just feel like as soon as you walk in, you're on the fucking defense. Like someone's
You
gonna
have
fuck
to be
with you
around
and
here,
you're
Kim.
ready.
Kim, you have to be on the defense around here.
I know, but I just want you to take a second. You have like a great life, like you have all of these opportunities because of the show. Like think to yourself, do I really, why am I so angry? Like just, don't be so curmudgeonly all the time.
I know my shrink is trying to figure that out for me, but it doesn't seem to be working.
But I know I feel like it's your shtick of being like the angry, guy has now turned into that's really who you are all the time. You're just angry all the time.
Well,
and
if you bring my first girlfriend in when I was excuse me, when I was 15, she'll tell you the same thing.
that you were angry like
Angry,
this?
yeah, angry. We were both angry, actually. We were both Scorpios, and we were both angry. We always fought, man. It was like we fought like cats and dogs, believe it or not.
You think fondly of her, I know that.
My first girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I talk about her a lot. She's cool, actually. No, I'm not even going to say what's going on.
Say what?
No, Gary knows.
All right, we'll leave it.
We're not going to bring it up yet, I don't think. Right, Gary? We got to keep that quiet.
We're working on it. We're working on a little
thing.
retrospective of Ronnie's life.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Did your shrink comment on the mustache at all?
I haven't seen him yet. I'm going to see him on Thursday.
Do you think he will or she will?
I don't have a she. I could never deal with that, man.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't think I could talk to a lady shrink.
Why?
I don't know. Unless she was a stripper, I couldn't talk to her.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we got down and dirty with Ronnie Mund and the squirting, which he still believes isn't urine, and there was a big argument. And then to clarify things, Lisa G came in to talk about her wild past. A lot of craziness on this wrap-up show.
Benji and Shuli are in here. As I said before, congratulations to Lisa about releasing the book. But I think Lisa is up against it here because for so long she's, had a certain persona. And now with releasing this book and revealing this other side, a lot of people are skeptical. And even if she's telling the truth 100% in her book, I think a lot of people aren't going to believe it based on the time spent here. Do you guys think that's fair?
What do you mean? Like, I think it's fair if people don't believe it. It's up to them, but it doesn't seem crazy to me. She didn't want to reveal that side of her here, and she was more comfortable doing it in a book.
So now that it's out there, does it make you think of Lisa any differently?
I guess a little bit. Like just that you are aware of that past.
Right, but just
that,
because
that she was a whore.
Well, I don't know if she said that, but she did say she was
a cookie whore, Benji.
Swinging from chandeliers, and she did some drugs. But the mistake I thought Lisa made today with Howard is talking about how she used to be a workaholic, because Howard does not want to hear that.
That's like when you first start dating a girl, and the first thing she goes, "Oh, I used to be a slut." But
right. I used to do everything in bed.
Shuli, how is it in the newsroom back there with the big book release?
It's a bit surprising to us because, we've worked with Lisa since the beginning, and I have yet to see any of these, even an inkling of a sign of any of this being a part of her past. I've dropped cocaine in front of her. Nothing has fazed this woman, so it's very surprising.
I sense some doubt in your voice there, Shuli.
It's just I've known Lee since we started here, and some people you can meet and you go, all right, I could see them doing blow back in the day, or I could see them being a bit of a mess. I just can't see Lisa ever getting crazy. Like, I just don't see her as a crazy wild person.
Well, maybe when she was that age, she was that crazy person, and she's since, changed up a little bit. And I
think there's some people, even at a young age, that are already old and structured. Not old, but just, on top of their shit. You know what I mean?
Is this killing John Lieberman?
Yes. John is ready to explode any day now. You'd have to ask John about this. They have a nice little rivalry going on in the newsroom between those two.
But why is it like jealousy of the book, or what's it?
No, not at all.
Well, John, you should come down and speak for yourself. I don't want Shuli to reveal anything that he shouldn't be revealing unless he wants to. Shuli,
I'll let listen. If they want to start the dance off, I have no problem playing the music for them.
Well, the whole newsroom is more than welcome to come down to discuss this. But when you tell Howard that you're not a workaholic and you're not working hard, and then you're doing all these, like going on the Today Show, whatever else. Not a good combo. And Robin and Howard both, you got to credit them. They came in, sort of congratulate Lisa and let her have her moment, which I think is a really nice thing to do, versus bringing her in just a goof on her. And that didn't happen. So I guess we'll see what happens with the book. The other thing, Shuli, while you're here, although I may want to wait on this because I would like Ronnie to be here, of course, was Dr. Fish calling in and talking about his experiment, which I know you were a big part of. But apparently, he took the sample, studied it. It's clearly urine, and clearly Ronnie's mind has not changed at all.
to quote Ronnie, because I talked to him about this when this first came up. I told him, I'm like, dude, it's piss. And he just got so upset about it. He didn't want to believe it. And to quote him in one of the interviews I did with him after the show, he says, and I quote, "I don't care if it's shit coming out of there. I enjoy it, they enjoy it, and that's that."
Yeah, the defense he's taken is, hey, it's sex. We're having a good time, and who cares what it is?
Well, first of all this guy potentially proved was, what's her name?
Lexi Love. That
Lexi Love, what she put out of her body at that moment might have been urine. It doesn't prove that it doesn't exist.
Right. It's a sampling of one particular person.
Exactly. And
if the guy didn't have a real job, he could do this all day. Just test one chick after
and people
another.
who have done that are in the field, say that there is something different than urine that comes out of a female's body for some females when they orgasm. Here's the other crazy thing. You guys are like, oh, Ronnie, you're actually getting piss in your face. Let's say it was, quote, female ejaculate.
Mm-hmm.
Is that then? Oh, well, then that's okay.
I wouldn't say it's okay. It's different.
It's better than piss.
But
I would
why?
say.
Why? It's just
society has deemed that it's okay to go down on a woman not to drink her urine. Don't ask me why.
But why to you? When you're saying, oh, if Ronnie convinced you that it was female ejaculate that he was swallowing, then you wouldn't have a problem with it.
Again, we're off to we veered off the runway into the vortex. It's urine. It's not about whether I would or wouldn't want to. The point is, Ronnie said
it was not proven it was urine.
The point is, Ronnie said it's not urine, it's ejaculate, and the guy said it's not.
And
that's the point.
And he didn't prove it at all.
How? How did he not prove it?
How did he not prove it?
Okay, if I say white people can dance well, and I take one or can't dance well, and I take one white person, they don't dance well.
You know that's not a good thing to do because that you can't do that scientifically. You can't send a white person.
Isn't science to take one person.
You can't send a white person to a lab to see if they can dance.
So something. Right. But Garrett, this is not to take one person. All it's potentially proved is what she put out of her body at that moment was urine.
So you're saying we need a larger sampling?
Yeah, Benji's saying the sample size is too small.
And I'm saying people who have done it experimentally say that's something different than urine.
But Benji, it could be 1 million women, and if it all came up urine, I still think that Ronnie will believe what he believes. That's the point I'm trying to make.
By the way, Benji, what's the number of women I need to test for you to be convinced it's urine? 10, 100, 1 million?
No, something like that. I don't know what the kind of established numbers are, but probably about 30,000.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of time or money.
But it's been done, and it's been done.
I think that you should go write someone to see if you can get
Masters and Johnsons.
Get a grant. See if you can get a grant.
It's been done.
I know it's been done.
And they say it's not urine.
All right, well, I want to continue this argument, but I want to continue it when Ronnie gets down here. So in the meantime, let's talk to Brandon in Ohio. Brandon, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. How's it going? I love the show.
Hey, Brandon.
I, too, was disgusted by what Ronnie said. Basically him and Benji, I guess, are piss drinkers. Would you agree with that?
No, because they both insist that it is not urine, but some type of female ejaculate. So they don't think they're drinking piss. Now, they may not mind drinking piss, but in this instance, I believe they feel they're drinking cum coming out of a woman.
That's an excellent question, by the way. Have either of you accidentally swallowed or tasted someone else's urine?
Or your own.
Or your own.
Yeah, sure.
So that doesn't bother you?
Yeah, it would. It would.
But why?
Because I think there's something, I don't think it's a logical thing, but there's something illogical about it that it's a little gross.
But so you just answered the question you threw at me about 5 minutes ago.
Right, but I'm saying it's not logical.
It's all about the delivery process. If a chick is peeing into a cup and then hands it to you, you're going, that's piss, I'm not drinking it. In the course of having sex and urine comes out like that, then it's not piss. Then they're okay with it.
What the fuck do you know?
Ronnie, what do you know?
Ronnie,
What do you know?
I know